What's going on? Is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. About to head into the studio like usual. I might take some flights later on this weekend because I got some business to take care of out of town. But what about Joy Reid? I know I reported on it yesterday, but the conversation I think extends beyond Joy Reid. And I'm going to tell you why. Of course, for those of you that are living under a rock, Joy Reid was released from MSNBC yesterday amid a shakeup. And I think that it's not just a shakeup with Joy Reid. I think it's a shakeup in the entire industry. The entire media landscape has been on a whirlwind for quite some time. It first started off with regular newspapers, and then it started to transition into regular media. I think that local TV stations are being upended because people are changing their taste in a way in which they consume media, and we were way ahead of the game. And when I say ahead of the game, we were way ahead of the game. I jumped on YouTube over 10 years ago, and it was a way for me to market myself more effectively in corporate America, as well as document the journey. And when I say document the journey, I think that, well, for me in particular, I always believed that I was going to be incredibly successful and incredibly great. And often at times, the way in which we communicate, the things that we wanted to say to the people, or even to the people that come after us, gets lost. I have no idea what my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather thought, because there wasn't a way in which for him to document his journey. And more importantly, for me, I just feel like I got a lot to say. I got a lot to leave on this earth. A lot that I want to communicate to people. A lot of knowledge. Sometimes it gets lost in translation. And so through the thousands and thousands of videos, anybody that comes after me will always be able to see what my thoughts are authentically from me, unfiltered. And that's another reason why it's so important for me to give it to you raw and truthful. I don't really care about what people think or how they translate it. The only thing that matters is if I authentically communicated my thoughts out to you guys, and that lives forever. You know what I'm saying? Forget the views, forget all of that. I mean, obviously, I think that comes with it. I believe that over time, with being authentic, that is the thing that lasts the longest, and that is the thing that's going to translate. But when it comes back to, legacy media, when I see people like Joy Reid didn't just get canned because legacy media is changing. Joy Reid got destroyed because Joy Reid was trash. And now that we're getting rid of all of this diversity, equity, and inclusion, and we're forcing people to stand on their own too and operate based off of merit, I believe that the only people that are going to survive are the ones that are authentic, regardless of which side of the fence that you're on, and the ones that actually can put up the numbers. We're not subsidizing views. We're not subsidizing lifestyle. We're not subsidizing how people see things anymore. We're not forcing anything. The people can choose for themselves. And the strong is going to survive. The ones that got the work ethic, the ones that actually has something to add a value, and the ones that are actually entertaining. We don't care about just because you're black, or just because you're a woman, or just because you're white, or just because you're a man. None of that matters anymore. And Joy Reid has been trashed for a long time. The question that we have to ask ourselves, and I'm going to come back to this whole media landscape and where I think it's going shortly, but the thing that we have to ask ourselves is The View next, or who's next? Because I think that all of the lunch ladies are trash. The previous crew of lunch ladies, who I labeled Lisa Ray and Selena Johnson and Vivica Fox, they was on like Fox Soul or something like that. Lunch ladies expired. Eventually they all implode. And then you have the current crop of who I call the lunch ladies, who have become public enemy number one for the people, meaning that the majority of the people don't rock with them and they actually see that their takes is trash, but they've been propped up and given to us by media to kind of spew their propaganda and to execute on the vision that's not best for us and our culture. Is the Whoopi Goldbergs, the Joy Beharts, the Sunny Hostin, Sunny Hostin, those, The View. And I don't think that it's just them that's on the chopping block next. They're one of the last of the remaining few. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not even excited to see these people like Joy and them go away. I know a lot of people are, but I'm not. And the reason that I'm not is because I think that it's an example of what you're not supposed to do. And if we don't have these examples, I think that there has to be a healthy balance. I do. I mean, Joy needed to go away. I'm just not happy about it. I think that there needs to be a healthy balance. When I say a healthy balance, meaning that you can't just have everybody operating in an echo chamber. You have to have some people that have a difference of opinion. That's why even on the Millionaire Morning Show or After Hours or no matter what I stream on, I am a huge advocate for not censoring people. Don't mute people or don't get rid of them just because they don't agree with me. I'm cool with that. I like the pushback, and people love it. People love the fact that I'm willing to let people rock. Even if you're overly critical of me, even if you don't necessarily like my perspective or my opinion, I'm cool with that. My only rule is you don't attack people's children. You don't get overly disrespectful. You don't attack people's spouses. You know, unless somebody introduces something into the conversation, the only people that are, you know, on board that you should even consider having a conversation going back and forth with is the person that you're talking to. And so leave it at that. Outside of that, I let people rock. They say, Anton, you trash. I don't care. I'm cool with that. I'm actually embracing of it. And sometimes when people have a constructive criticism of me, they are right. But again, MSNBC, CNN, it's all changing. The landscape is changing. And what up, though? Yeah. How you doing, my friend? What's your name? You just email me, Anton Daniels 413. I always reply to my emails.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. What's your name?
My name is Charles, yo.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you as well.
I appreciate you, man.
Like, when am I gonna bump into this guy or something?
I'm always out here. I'm around everywhere.
I need a ride in that Tesla truck, man. You still got that joint?
Of course.
Okay. I won't try to get you one of them joints.
That's what's up.
We missed the Trump Black History Month joint.
I was actually supposed to be there, but it fell on the exact same day as my daughter's.
You gonna figure it out.
My daughter's birthday, so.
Nice watch.
Thank you, bro.
Got one too.
Yeah, I see you. Yeah. Yeah, all right, that's it.
Yo, keep up the
Thank
good
you,
work.
bro, man. I appreciate you. But legacy media is dying. I think that now that people have the option to choose for themselves and they're not just limited to A, B, C, and D, it is even happening in the news landscape. Now that people have the ability to choose for themselves, they're going to choose accordingly. And so only the strong is going to survive. The only legacy media is going to be secondary. So let's just say, for example, you talk about the ESPNs and stuff like that. I think that the people that are going to thrive as far as big contracts and stuff like that going forward is the people like the Pat McAfees and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to actually be contracted. And if you're not already doing numbers, it's going the way of the music industry. If you're not already doing numbers, then they're not even going to try to tap into you. And then you got to be careful about the type of contracts that you're going to sign, even if you do get to that level, because you want to own your IP and then it becomes a business, right? But only the strong is going to survive. Only the people that are productive, only the people that are talented, only the people that are consistent. I've seen a couple little videos of people online saying, Joy, you got canned. Where are you going to be? We'll follow you. It was a couple of different women. It didn't get many likes. I just think that a lot of these people are going to have to get regular jobs. Don't nobody care about your journalism degree. Nobody cares about what you come from. Nobody cares about anything like that. You're going to have to get a regular job and or survive on your own. The United States of America has become the survival of the fittest. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to continue to rock out with you guys. I hope you guys are rocking out with me. I got some really good stuff that's on the way. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to see y'all on the Millionaire Morning Show.